And what is good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of my WM coverage between the Las Vegas Aces and the Atlanta Dream. Obviously, like for those who kind of follow how my channel goes. I mean, I am a huge fan of the Las Vegas Aces. They are. Hey, what's good, Liam? What's good, Adrian? So right now, it's the WNBA standings. So the best record goes to the Chicago Sky at 19-6, and yet the Aces taking on the who are 18-7, taking on the uh 11-14 Atlanta Dream. What is good, normal guy? What is good, everybody? So we're getting ready to start some more WNBA action. So bringing out the good old scoreboard that I designed for tonight. Also, another thing too, like before the even game gets underway, for those who are new to the channel, make sure you smash the like button because we're also coming to you live on the Spotlight Sports streams as well. Leave a like over there and definitely shout out the content. Every little bit helps to grow the channel, especially the Philly Sports Stop podcast on the road to 1K. Hell, we're on the road to 200 on the Spotlight Sports stream. So let's build that channel up as we're building that channel as up for live play-by-play coverages, no matter what it's MLB, NBA, WNBA, NHL, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so that's what we got. We got you guys covered on pretty much everything. Rather, like I said, if it's MLB, I know a lot of my fellow colleagues, some of my colleagues are pretty much doing the MLB All-Star game that's no longer with the network. That's been doing that as well. Yeah, I got some more WNBA streams coming. Thursday, 10 o'clock, the 21st. The Aces will be home once again against the Indiana Fever. I got you guys covered on that. And then the Saturday, the 23rd at 10 p.m., the Las Vegas Aces are looking forward to taking the series sweep over the Los Angeles Sparks. But I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. So right now we're kind of going over some of the players from the previous game. So Cheyenne Parker for the Dream, averaging 11 points, 6.2 rebounds per game. Right now for the Dream. And for those who are kind of tuning in, this is not the first time I've been calling the Atlanta Dream. I did call the Dream when I first started doing WNBA coverage when they did play the Phoenix Mercury. I actually put up a decent contest against the Mercury. And obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing my girl Kelsey Plum also coming up with a nice contract extension. And let's be real, she obviously deserves it. I mean, you got A'ja Wilson, 2020 WNBA MVP, all that good stuff. But yeah, so that's what you guys covered. But yeah, so for those who just didn't really tune in earlier this afternoon, me and my other half of the Philly Sports Stop podcast, Tyler Coleman, we were live for another edition or another episode of the Eagle Stop podcast. Kind of breaking down some of the players that might be on the could be on the training camp bubble. In other words, basically, who's going to, if they don't impress, they might get cut. I kind of give a little bit of thoughts going forward because obviously the Eagles do open up training camp on the 26th. So, with that out of the way, well, we still got some time here during the commercial break. This is what I'll run by what we have coming forward, either to my channel or the Spotlight Sports Network. Obviously, I've been covering the Aces, I should say, for the WNBA. I said that, like I said, Thursday the 21st and the 23rd. 2 more games with the Aces. Obviously, August 2nd, which is really crazy to think that August is coming up on the corner, around the corner, I should say. I'll be live for the MLB trade deadline at 6 p.m., where the trade deadline opens up. Thursday, the 21st at 1:10 p.m. First pitch will be the Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. Then the 22nd at 7:05. I will be live for the Yankees and Baltimore Orioles as well. Then also got the Rays and Orioles at 12:35 first pitch on the 28th. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in. Okay. I will say too, though, I mean, Ryan Howard, from what I've seen, especially the one game when she played against the Mercury, like the fact that she went 6 of 11. This is where I would say I think she could definitely win Rookie of the Year by far, and I think Keaton and my fellow colleague and technically my fellow colleagues, Coach Spotlight and Keaton Billing, who are also huge WNBA fans, know how good Ryan Howard is. But Here we go with the 18-7 Las Vegas Aces taking on the 11-14 Atlanta Dream. But yeah, so get ready to start the tip off very soon. So we're getting ready to start for the starting lineups. So for the Aces, you got Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Dearica Hamby, and Asia Wilson. Then you got Erica Wheeler, Ryan Howard, Tiffany Hayes, Naz Hillman, and Cheyenne Parker. The starting five for your Atlanta Dream and my Las Vegas Aces. Live at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right.
Several games now, but able to string together 3 straight this last road trip to make their way back here. And the head coach for the Atlanta Dream in her first season.
So Tanisha Wright is obviously, you got Tanisha Wright and Becky Hammond going at it tonight. Oh, so it looks like the Dream going with the cream colored ones today. So Becky Hammond with the Stars, and then they had showing a picture of Hammond and Tanisha Wright during their playing days with the San Antonio Stars. Look at the San Antonio Stars, and they got the Seattle Storm. All right. All right. So it looks like the Aces are going with their all black uniforms. Black and gold ones. Actually, look pretty nice. All right. All right. All right, so we're getting ready for tip-off here between the Aces and the Dream. And the tip-off as won by Las Vegas, and I'm sorry, by Atlanta, and here we go. So it looks like we got, let's see, and let me pull up the, we got Wheeler. My hands up to Parker. Now gets it right back to, looks to Wheeler. We'll look at my Hamby. Hillman kicks out to Wheeler. Wheeler pulls up for 2, and that's too strong, but rebound goes to Kelsey Plum. I'm sorry, Dearica Hamby. So now we got Gray. I'm sorry, that's Young hands to Gray. It looks like Ryan Howard on the outside. Now gives it to Hamby. Now looks like Young thought about a 3, kicks it to Plum. Plum drives, kicks it out to Young. Thought about a 3, tries to split a couple defenders, kicks it out to Plum. Plum, and that gets stripped from behind, and here we go on a fast break. And that's good for 2. So Atlanta with a 2-0 lead over the Aces. So now we got 12. We got Chelsea Gray. Played locked on by Howard. And we got Gray. Gets a screen by Wilson. Pulls up for a 3. That's in and out. Rebound to Parker. Now we got Wheeler not taking up for the Dream. And that gets taken away by Chelsea Gray. And here come the Aces on the 3-on-2 fast break. Gray drives. Hands up to Wilson. And that gets poked away. All right. And that's good for 2. By Cheyenne Parker. What up, Dante? Good shit. What up, not Dante? So back, Jackie Young kicks it to Wilson. Wide open 3. Down it goes for Asia Wilson. Okay. So it looks like we got Wheeler. Now hands it off. Let's have Wheeler. Now hands it to Parker in the paint. And tough defense. That's gets the offensive rebound. Was that Howard for 3? Down that goes. So Ryan Howard with a 3 to put the Dream by 4. So Hamby hands off to Plum. Plum fakes, drives, and cannot get that shot to fall. And we got Howard, and that's going to go for good for 2.
The Atlanta Dream do such a good job of running in transition, and when Tiffany Hayes gets downhill, she is
Okay.
tough to stop. Just watch how
We got a 3-point play coming for the Dream.
Chelsea Gray going to the left. She's left-handed, able to get within
And that free throw can't go. Now we got Chelsea Gray. Now hands up to, what's it, Asia Wilson. Wilson, wide open 3. Once again, that can't fall. Rebound goes to Ryan Howard. Looks like we got Wheeler now taking it up. Like Howard pulls up for 3. Down that goes. Poor. Yeah, she missed. I think missed a couple of weeks with like a shoulder and a knee injury. So now we got Chelsea Gray. Now hands to the Wilson. Is back to Chelsea Gray once again by Asia Wilson. Kicks out to Young in the corner. Kicks it to Wilson. Wilson tries to find an open lane. Drives to the basket. Can't get that to fall. Now here comes the Dream. It's like Wheeler for 3. That can't fall. But rebound goes to Chelsea Gray. And Gray kicks out to Jackie Young. She pulls up for 3. That can't fall, but Parker comes down with the rebound, I should say, for that time on that end of the defensive end of the floor. As a Hillman calls this a double team, kicks out to Parker, kicks it to Ryan Howard for 3 once again, and down that goes. And we got a timeout on the floor. All right, 9 points for Ryan Howard. That's fucking nuts. Also, poor perimeter defense by the Las Vegas Aces on their own home floor. Plus, I also think, too, like I said, too, like sometimes as good as I know the Dreams' record may not seem as the kind of talent they put on the floor, it's that the Dreams are already making Aces are paying their mistakes for the missed shots by the Las Vegas Aces. All right. You shout out the 6 people, though. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate for those who are just tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, boy. Hey, shout out the 6. Like I said, and for those who have not seen my first coverage of the Atlanta Dream taking on the Mercury, yeah, Cheyenne Parker is exactly, that's what I'm saying. And Dante Key and Coach Spotlight, we all say the same thing. As teams do not, even though some of these teams in the WNBA have a sub 500 record, they have good talent. The Minnesota Lynx have been better as of recently. Yes, I know the record may not show it. The Indiana Fever, probably one of the worst teams in the WNBA, has good talent. Atlanta Dream, same exact thing. They're 3 games under 500. Already up to a 12-point lead with 6:16 to go here in the first over the Las Vegas Aces, who are 18-7. Obviously in a 36-game season. And I'll say this too. It's really good. I'm really looking forward to see where the WNBA is going to take its expansion, because I mean, you really think about the fact that this league has been around for 25 years. It's exactly that's crazy. Even though if you have not watched the documentary on the 1996 Women's Olympic team, there would not be. That's pretty much where the WNBA got their start. It was back on that Olympic team. You had the big 3. You had Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, and the fuck's her name? Goddamn, I'm already drawing a blank on. Because I know Dawn Staley was part of that team as well. And for those who don't know, Dawn Staley is a Philadelphia native and also produces great talent like Asia Wilson and Aaliyah Boston, who always could be a number 1 overall pick when she comes into the WNBA. All right. We got Plum. Now gets it back to Young. Plum, step back 3. Down it goes for Kelsey Plum. So Kelsey Plum try to cuss the lead down to 9. We got Howard, guarded by Hamby, kicks it up to Wheeler. It's like Hillman in the corner with back to Wheeler. And Wheeler, ooh, nice spin. And Asia Wilson takes it away. Looks like Chelsea Gray now taking it up. Looked up by Hillman. Chelsea Gray kicks out to Jackie Young, to Plum, to Hamby. Hamby, oh, it gets blocked and gets his own miss. Chelsea Gray for 3. Woo! Down to a 6-point lead go the Las Vegas Aces. About 5:21 to go here. All right, looks like. Oh, Hamby got a hand on it against Howard. Oh, Wilson with a nice defensive deflected pass. All right, he shut out the 10 total viewers here in the stream. Greatly appreciate for those who are just tuning in. And just not, even though despite Derek Hamby gets blocked on top and still managed to get an open pass to Chelsea Gray. I was like, Parker hands it up to Wheeler, pulls up, or say that's Howard for 2, but that can't fall. But rebound goes to Wilson, and Plum now sprinting her way to uphill, pulls up for 3. That can't fall, and that's rebound by Hillman. And we got looks like we got Wheeler now kicks. I'm sorry, that gives. Let's say Howard gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler spins. It's like and that's good for 2. So Hayes with a nice 2-point layup. Well, about 4.5 to go here. So now we got Plum that kicks it to what's that? Number 2. Was that Cole? That's Raquina Williams. Oh, I should. How the hell do I not forget her name? Jesus. So Williams with the 3 to trim the lead down to 5 for the Aces. We got Plum locked onto Wheeler. Now let's say Parker. I'm sorry, now guess it's what's it, the 15? Who's 15? That's Tiffany Hayes, and that's good for 2. Tiffany Hayes increases it to 7. And Plum, looks like gets it to Rupert, and that's in Hayes, and that can't get the fall, and we're going to the line to complete the 3-point play. Damn. Shout out to the 11 though. So Hayes going to the line to complete the 3-point play for the Atlanta Dream. And the free throw is good. Now it's still a 10-point lead for the Dream. Now we got Plum now taking it up for the Aces. Well, we got looks like McDonald locked on by Plum. Locks on to Plum on the outside. Now kicks it to Jackie Young. Young kicks it to Wilson. Pump face drives. And go to the line to shoot 2. You shot at the 20 total people that's in this stream. Greatly appreciate it. So now we got 2 free throws coming for Asia Wilson. Which at least to trim the lead back to single digits. So 321. So Wilson averaging 19 points per game. And speaking of Mr. Coach Dante himself, what is good?
Yo.
What's good, Dante? Shit.
What up? Yo, I'm in here with you for at least 12 minutes because I got a game to do. I got the Fever and, the Los Angeles Sparks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And 1 or 2 goes Asia Wilson.
Did the Connecticut game this morning. My God, man. Alyssa
we got McDonald hands up to looks like that
girl Alyssa Thomas good, man.
3. Oh, that's Wallace. Parker for 3. Ooh, that's good for 3. So Parker
can do everything. That girl can do everything.
I can see why. We got Young. I guess it's gets a pass back. She pulls up for 3. Down that goes for Jackie Young. Now it's back to a 9-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go. And McDonald and Wallace Gets it back to McDonald on the perimeter, locked on by Plum, and that's good for 2. Okay. So not over 2.5 to go. We got Young locked on by Wallace. She pulls up for 3 once again. That's a little bit short. But rebound goes to, and we got McDonald kind of puts a little bit of the brakes on. Now kicks it to Wallace in the corner. Wallace gives it to Parker in the post. Now draw some attention by Rupert and Asia Wilson in the post. Howard dumps it off, and that shot can't fall, but rebound goes to Rupert. Ooh. And that's good for 2 once again by the Atlanta Dream. So under 2 to go here with Plum. Kicks it to, to Rakina Williams. Kicks it to Asia Wilson in the corner. That's Rupert, and that's a turnover by the Las Vegas Aces. Very sloppy by this, I'll say, by the Aces.
Yep.
Just not getting those shots to fall.
You coming out for a good win against Connecticut, and now you're coming out flat tonight.
Yeah. It looks like we got McDonald. We got Hillman. Hands up. So we got Durr on the floor. Durr pulls up for 2, and that's too strong. A rebound on the Wallace, kicks it to McDonald. And kicks it to Durr, locked on by Rupert. And we got a foul on the floor. At the bottom. Damn.
Robert said, damn.
Then again, I've seen the Dream like this play this against the Phoenix Mercury. So,
yep, they beat. I remember I did the game the other day. They beat them without. They beat them without Ryan Howard.
Yeah, and at what the hell's her and Monique Billings.
Yep, I forgot they didn't have Monique Billings. I forgot.
I completely forgot she was with them either.
Yeah.
Let's keep it
I knew
real
she
here.
was with them, but I ain't see her yet the other day.
That shot's no good. But rebound goes to Asia Wilson. Actually, that's Kia Stokes with the rebound. And gets it to Gray. Now kicks it Jackie Young. Wide open 3. That's too strong. The rebound goes to Durr. Look, Durr kind of takes it up with De'Erica Hamby right on her tail. Now switches on the McDonald. Donald with the crossover. And Durr, wide open shot. Down that goes.
That girl can fill it up.
We got Jackie Young here with McDonald on our side. Wallace now kicks. And we got a foul on the floor.
Coming into Atlanta in June. A great addition.
And Rakina Williams cannot get the shot off. 30 seconds here. Hands up to Hamby. Rakina Williams for 3, and that's going to the line. She's going to the line to shoot 3. And that's on McDonald. And the first free throw from Williams, that down that goes. So Raquina Williams are averaging 7.2 rebound points per game off the bench for the Aces. Pretty much the only leading scorer in this season is pretty much Asia Wilson. She's only averaging 19 a game. And 2 of 3 goes Rakina Williams. About 26 seconds to go here in the first.
Ooh.
So we got McDonald. Now kicks it to Durr. Now looks like that Hillman. And that 3 is good.
Damn, they filling it up.
Yeah, well, it's poor perimeter defense. Oh, nice crossover by Chelsea Gray. Tough two, and that can't fall.
Golly, they
And
shooting
that's
stuff.
all. And that the first quarter will come to an end. Again. Hey, what's good, RQ? I hope the vacation's doing well. Plus, like I said, I am doing the Rangers and Marlins on Thursday afternoon.
Dang, yeah, they had a tough week versus the Mariners.
Yeah, unfortunately. End of the first week, go. I don't know, taking a page at the Sixers playbook and having poor perimeter defense.
Yeah, they taking a shit right now.
On their own home floor in Las Vegas. Huge shout to the 29, though. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to say at this point.
Yeah, I gotta go on the other end and watch the Sparks kind of beat down Indiana Fever a little bit. But hey, they play hard though. The Fever play hard, so
they do, despite what the record says.
Yeah, if the Sparks don't come out to play, they play hard.
Oh yeah, if the Sparks loses to the Indiana Fever, man, I think he's gonna have a rough day. I'm kidding, Key, but I'm looking forward to see the Aces taking a serious sweep against the Sparks. What's that?
At home, you mean tell me you're gonna get a Sparks a pass, losing to a 5-22 team, even though they are pretty good? You cannot lose.
I like what Kelsey Mitchell brings, and they got some good bench players on that team.
They do.
Hey, as much as the record says, they can be. I mean, they can hang with the best.
Hey, I'm telling you, you supposed to beat that team. If you want to make the playoffs, you got to beat that team, man. You got to beat that team if you want to make any type of playoff push.
And I'll admit this too, as if doing when the Lynx played the Aces. Yeah, I mean the Aces. Yeah, they had a hard time putting away the Minnesota Lynx. I will admit that, because the Lynx, as good. I mean, as good as what are the record now? So what are they in double digit wins this season?
Yep. But the Lynx are playing better basketball too, though.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, Kelsey McBride. You had you got a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head because it's been a while since I've done that game. Yeah, Dante, I was actually watching something on the 96 Limited because I think that you had the big three. You had Cheryl Swoops, you had Lisa Leslie, and I can't think of who was. I can't remember the third person who was really dropping off the top of my head. I can't remember goddamn names. Really, I just watched it earlier, and it's really escaping my. Ariel, you see, and she was a fucking thorn in the side of the Aces from three. I will say that. That's like Dante said too. You play well against the Connecticut Sun. You beat down the living crap out of the New York Liberty, but a team like the Dream you can't put away, or like at least try to put together. Cooper's good too. Like Gray kicks out to us like Plaisance for three. That's too strong, but that's rebound goes to number 7. One now on the floor. Looks like that Howard for 2. That's too strong, but rebound goes to Gray. And we got Gray. Gets a screen set, gets it to Stokes, right in the paint, and going inside for 2. So we got McDonald here. Looks like locked on by Kirsten Bells, who's come on the arm side. That's Rakina Williams. Now hands it up to, I guess, to Wallace. Now Williams locked onto her. All right, so we got looks like Vaughn with the ball in her hands. Locked on by, and we got a shot clock violation. Some better interior defense by the Las Vegas Aces on that possession. Again, against the Dream. At 8. All right, so we got Raquina Williams with Wheeler on her. Looks like who the hell? Looks like Gray. She pulls up for a 3. That's too strong, but that can't rebound. Gets pulled down by Parker. Looks like Wheeler and hands up to Howard. Howard locked up by Hamby. Now kicks it to Wallace. Wallace now it gets locked down by Hamby. Ooh, nice crossover, and that's a kick ball. He shot to everybody though. All right, so 8:31 to go here. He shot at the 36, 35 though. So Howard will inbound it. No, kicks it to Wheeler. That gets it back to Howard. No, kicks it to Parker. And gets it to Christy Wallace in the perimeter for three, but that can't fall. A rebound goes to Las Vegas. And Kia Stokes gets that ball taken away from her. And nice defense. Plaisance try to escape the defense. And there's a reaching on Christy Wallace. Just tough defense. Like I said, I mean, as bad as the Atlanta Dream know how to really put pressure on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, and we're seeing it firsthand. Well, not say firsthand, but for almost a quarter, basically a quarter and a half. So we got Chelsea Gray tries to split in the open lane, kicks out to Stokes for three. That's in and out, but rebound goes to Vaughn. Now hands up to McDonald. McDonald sprints. Kicks it to Howard. She pulls up for three. Down that goes from Ryan Howard. So we got Chelsea Gray. Gets a screen set by Stokes. Kicks it out to Hamby. Wide open three. That can't as rebound by Ryan Howard. Now she's taking it up. Locked on by De'Erica Hamby. Kicks it to Wheeler. Gets the ball back. Kicks it out to Vaughn in the paint. Now draws a double team from Plaisance and Chelsea Gray. And we got a jump ball. We got about 7:23. Let me fix the game clock here. Yeah, tell me about it. It's the poor perimeter defense is what's killing the Aces. The interior defense is just fine. Looks like we got Plaisance and Vaughn they're going to jump it up at the free throw line. We've got 7:23 to go here in the second. Welcome to everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We got 9 on the shot clock. 7:23 to go. We apparently got a violation here again. Looks like against. And okay, so Vegas gets a violation on the jump from the jump ball. So now we got Jackie Young to come back onto the floor and place Teresa Plaisance. We also got Kelsey Plum back as well. So we got what's like Tiffany Hayes, and that's poked away by Asia Wilson. And here come the Aces. Now we got Gray leading the charge. Kicks it to Wilson in the post and draws the foul. So we got 7:10 to go here in the defense by the Dream. It's like, So 7:10 to go with 18 on the shot clock. And Gray's going to inbound it. Now hands it to Jackie Young. Pulls up for a short two, and down that goes for Jackie Young. So we got Howard locked on by Hamby. Howard drives, and that can't fall, but rebound goes to Asia Wilson. Now hands off to Chelsea Gray. Now Gray leading the charge for the Aces. Chelsea Gray pulls up for two. That's in and out, but rebound goes to the Dream. We got Wheeler not taking it up. Locked up by Gray. Kicks out to, Parker in the post. And a wide open backside, and that's good for two. So the interior defense collapsed on that possession. So under 6.5 to go with Gray. Now kicks it to Plum. She pump fakes. Gets it to Wilson for two. Down it goes for Asia Wilson. So 40-24 was over 6 minutes to go here. And we got a timeout on the floor. So Atlanta takes a timeout here with 6:15 to go here in the second quarter. Oh, wrong number. There we go. Shout out to the 28 people, though, that's in the stream. And appreciate everybody's interacting in the chat, though. No, like I said, I mean, the perimeter defense and not making shots on the offensive ends really was killing the Aces. I mean, it really, what is there to say? It really, really isn't. Yeah, appreciate it, Butterfly. Appreciate you. Welcome everybody tonight, whether coming from Facebook, YouTube, or the Spotlight Sports Streams YouTube page as well. But yeah. Oh, damn. Now we got a commercial break, but yeah, absolutely. Definitely for sure, Butterfly. Shout out to the 27 people. The 15 from Facebook, though. Really appreciate that. All right. Yeah, I appreciate it all. Appreciate some Aces and the Atlanta Dream fans coming in. Appreciate it. Well, if I'm like, and I said this too when the what was it? That was against the Chicago Sky. Or no, wait. I said something in one of my previous Aces streams that I've done, or the Aces games that I've done, basically saying, Beckingham. Okay, yeah, it was against the Minnesota Lynx. I said this, saying, Beckingham is going to have to tear these ladies a new one, because playing like this on your own home floor in Las Vegas is unacceptable. And Beckingham should know, from a player perspective, like this, it's unacceptable to play like what they're playing against a sub 500 team in the Atlanta Dream. But I will say that Ryan Howard, it has been probably one of the best, probably going to be one of the most front runners for the Rookie of the Year. Now I know there's probably other WNBA fans probably would make the argument there's going to probably be more in that conversation, but I feel like, and Kiwi can attest to this too. I mean, I think Howard. Also, we got the kind of go back to my thought on Howard. Obviously, we got Mark Davis in the building, and we got the new Raiders team president in the building. But kind of go back to what I said about Howard. Me and Key in the building, we can attest. I mean, I think Howard's going to be the tremendous front runner for the Rookie of the Year. But here's so we got Wheeler against the screen. Now locked on by Hamby, kicks it to Howard, locked on by Plum. And we got Hillman. That's good for 2. So 42-20.
I'm not surprised that it's Mark Davis in this organization bringing her in.
So we got under 6 minutes to go. Jackie Young with the ball in her hands. Now kicks it to Plum. She thought about a 3. Now look, kicks it to Young. Kicks it back. And Howard comes up with a steal. And that's good for 2 by Ryan Howard. 16 points for Howard, and Vegas down with 20. And Wilson, nice pass, kicks it out to Jackie Young. Plum for 3. Down that goes for Kelsey Plum. All right, so it looks like we got Howard depart. Oh, gets blocked by Asia Wilson. Now hands up to Plum. Plum sprints, and that's an offensive foul against Kelsey Plum. God damn. You shout out the 30 total people that's here in the stream, though. I mean, being at. So now we got McDonald taking it up. Now hands up to Hillman. Howard for 3. That's in and out, but rebound goes to Hamby. Now we got Plum now taking it up for the Aces. And then under 5 minutes to go here in the second. Okay, it's to Wilson. Wilson takes up a couple defenders and draws the contact. Apparently now it's an offensive foul, apparently. Yeah, it looks like an illegal screen by Jackie Young. Can't miss that illegal screen anywhere. Hey, what's good? What is good? Welcome. So it looks like Howard's going to take a. It looks like she's going to take a seat to kind of get a breather, but underway we go. And we got Durr. Now kicks it to Parker. Looks like we got and Habby gets a hand on it. Then we got Raquina Williams. Nice bounce pass to Plum. It kicks out to Jackie Young. Pulls up for two from the free throw line. Down that goes for Jackie Young. We got about over 4 minutes to go here. So we got Hillman now and gets blocked by Asia Wilson. With about 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. All right, so looks like we got Hillman. Okay, so it's a Wheeler. Wheeler for three. That's strong, but rebound yanked away by Asia Wilson. We got Plum now taking it up. Pulls up for three. In and out. Rebound goes to Parker. Now hands up to Wheeler. Slowly taking up with about over 3.5 to go here in the second quarter. We've got 15 on the shot clock. 3.5 to go here in the second. Looks like Wheeler kicks it to Parker. Locked down by Wilson. Parker, and he also gets blocked from behind by Asia Wilson. And that's going to be a turnover by the Atlanta Dream.
Defensive player of the year. Asia Wilson has brought it on the defensive end. She does it night in, night out. Move to the 5 with Liz Cabbage went to LA. She's the
yeah, I forgot about we got Plum. And that's turned it over. We got a 3-on-1 fast break by the Atlanta Dream. Durr. And that's good for two. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second. We got Plum. I guess the screen set by Wilson. And that's poked away, and that's another turnover by the Aces.
We were just mentioning, kind of cleaning up, and instead 9 turns for the Aces.
9 turnovers. You got it.
Timeout on the floor with 2:49.
So we got 2:49 to go with the timeout on the floor. But appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Huge shout out to the 43 total viewers on this stream, whether my YouTube page or the Spotlight Sports streams or my Facebook YouTube page as well. We are coming to you live on Facebook Live as well at the same time. Yeah, not an ideal spot for the Aces. Let's keep it real. And look, I may not be as frustrated, as because I've seen good teams not as good as the Aces are really not kind of struggle in the way that they're and Dream also really and the Dream's really taking advantage of the missed shots by the Aces. Now I will say though, and also the perimeter defense has not been there for the Aces as well. We've seen Howard really getting all the 3-point shots against the perimeter defense. It's pretty simple, but appreciate everybody's been tuning in though as well. All right. Shout out to the 35 though. But yeah, and my obviously for those we're just tuning in a little bit. But yeah, all right. I think so. The Aces will only if they have this. They got to tighten up that perimeter defense and start making their shots. If they can't do either two of those, I think the Dream might take this game. I mean, as a guy and as someone who's used to play basketball once before, and I've seen, and has helped coach basketball. I've seen perimeter defenses get broken down, and just it really has not. Obviously, right now the perimeter defense has not been there, and the 3-point shot has not been there. Other than the fact you have a couple of these ladies really hit the threes, try to at least trying to come back in this deficit. So we got Wheeler locked on by Plum. Now kicks it looks like to Durr. Now hands it up to Wheeler, and Durr sets a screen. Now Dearica Hamby switches on, and that's going to line. She's all right. Play Wheeler going to line for the 3-point play. Also got to clean up the turnovers and limit the fouls they're committing, which is also hurting them as well. Well, I guess not. I guess it doesn't count. So then we got Gray. Hands off to Plum. Looks like Wheeler's on her. And I guess it's the Wilson. Locked on by Cheyenne Parker. Now kicks it to, what's that? Jackie Young drives. And we got a foul against Atlanta. So Atlanta gets called for the defensive 3-second violation. So Telly Gray to the line. And that free throw is good. So now it's down to a 16-point lead deficit for the Aces. There's about 2:12 to go here in the second quarter. But Aces still retain possession off that defensive 3-second violation against Atlanta. And we got Jackie Young pulls up for 2, and that she's going to the line to shoot 2. So 2 free throws coming for Jackie Young. Appreciate it. Huge shout out to the 36 total people that's in 36 total viewers here in the stream. We got 2:08 to go here in the second, and Jackie Young 7 points and a rebound tonight. And the first free throw is no good, and that's another thing I've been. Now we got our. I appreciate it, Nightings. Appreciate you tuning in to my WNBA stream. Now we got Raquel Williams now coming in off the bench for the Aces. So it looks like we got Vaughn now coming in to take to give Cheyenne Parker a rest, and we're seeing Christy Walls now coming back onto the floor for the Atlanta Dream. And 1 and 2 goes Jackie Young, and here we go. So we got McDonald now taking it up for the Dream. Now hands it off. All right. And that's good for 2. And it looks like we're going to the line to shoot a 3-point play. But he shot at the 40 total viewers as well. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in tonight. That is tough. That is really, like I said, and I am a little bit frustrated that these ladies are not playing to the best of their ability, especially for the Aces. But the sub 500 team. And that's no good, but here we go. So we got Chelsea Gray. And we get a foul against Atlanta on trying to defend Asia Wilson. But it looks like so Hayes gets called for the foul against Asia Wilson, but he shot at the 38 total viewers though. So Wilson inbounds it to Gray. Nice wide open lob in the post. Hook shot. Can't get the friendly bounce, but rebound goes to Ryan Howard. Howard hands up and can't find an open teammate. And we got a foul once again. 2 free throws coming for Atlanta. Man, like I said, these ladies. All right. All right. Appreciate everybody. So the first free throw is good. So 49-31 Dream lead here in the first half. All right, now I gotta fix the game clock. And 1 of 2 goes. Oh. So we got Chelsea, Jackie Young. I'm sorry, that's Kelsey Plum. Can you get the damn graphic on my screen so I can see who's on the floor? Jeez. And we got a blocking foul against Atlanta. I don't think so. It's just, like I said, it's poor perimeter defense. Aces are not making their shots, and both the Dream are really making the Aces pay for their mistakes. I think a lot of times, for those who have played basketball, I think that should be like easy, like basketball 101. So Kelsey Plum's already got 6 points. But like I said, and I said this too, when the Aces play not play as badly as this, but and get that first free throw is good by Plum to get the friendly roll. And Plum both good from the free throw line. So now Wallace hands up to Howard. Now slowly take it up with about 1:10 to go here in the second quarter. Now locked on by Jackie Young. Now hands up to McDonald, who is locked on by Plum. And let's say Wheeler kicks it to Howard for 3. Down that goes. Like I said, poor perimeter defense by the Aces. So that's 19 points for Howard. With Connor Williams for 3, and that's good. So answer back after that Ryan Howard 3. But about under 40 seconds and change to go. So we have McDonald on the outside and gets it to Tiffany Hayes. And we got an offensive foul, and we got a blocking foul, one of the 2. So offensive foul, Las Vegas. So Las Vegas draws the charge. So Chelsea Gray draws the charge on Tiffany Hayes.
Chelsea Gray coming over. She's got the new blue and pink sneaks on Carolina, and she steps over and draws the charge.
So Jose Wilson's going to inbound it to Jackie Young with Christy Wallace right on top of her. So Jackie Young now crosses half court with Christy Wallace right on top. And gets the screen set by Williams. Williams for the 3. That's too strong, but rebound goes to Atlanta. That was too quick to pull the trigger. All right, so oh, nice spin for 2. That's too strong, but rebound goes to Wilson. And we are in halftime. Let me
Shooting Las Vegas Aces team that we've seen at times, averaging 91 per game. They've got a lot to adjust to here in the break. I'm telling you, because the Dream has been on fire. Wilson has brought the defense. All
right, so Aces go down at halftime, down 52-36. And like I said, very unacceptable for these as Beckingham and her squad to be down like this. Like I said, I'll be back after my commercial break. But I hope you guys will still stick around for the second half action. right, so I'm back. Ronnie, this kind of, well, that's a very good question. That depends. Well, actually, let me get my mic over here. My bad. But yeah, so to answer your question, Rodney, is that maybe, I mean, you take a look when I did the Minnesota Lynx and the Aces. Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as what during the Lynx game that the Aces play like this, but I think the Aces have come back, something like against the Lynx. Definitely in the Washington Mystics. Unfortunately, it's on NBA TV for those who are asking, and that's the reason why I had the scoreboard, because of non-copyright reasons. Because for those who don't know, I have getting asked too many people, or too many people ask me to show the game, but like I wish I could. Everyone knows nothing is copyright, but it is what it is. That's just me, and that's just how the rules work here on YouTube. Plain and simple. I've been copyright claimed twice. It's a stupid crap. So I mean, don't want to do that again. All right. Hey man, Becky Hammersberg, try these ladies a new one. Can't do it. All right. So let's kind of. Seems like everybody's betting on the game tonight, but he showed up the 14. For those who are just coming in. Damn. Okay, so. All right, so let's just. Okay. I know. Respect to that. All right. So let's just kind of go over. Right now, let's say we're getting ready to start the second half. I'm supposed. Anything? What's good, Steve? What is good? All right, let me take this halftime banner down. He shot at the 17, though. Yeah, like I said, poor perimeter defense, and has not been the best basketball I've seen the Aces play. And this is probably the most ugliest I've seen when it comes to not shooting the basketball well. And really, I think the best time I've seen the Aces play is just, especially against the New York Liberty. It's pretty. It's like I said. I'll repeat this as I've talked to some people who played basketball, and I play basketball myself, but mostly in pickup games. Aces, their perimeter defense has been non-existent so far in the first half. They'll let Ryan Howard cook. Well, at this point, I will not be surprised if scratch that. I mean, the Dream, when I put, let's say 70 plus at this pace, or probably more, and if the Aces don't find a way to score points, I could say, give or take, roughly as an estimate, probably around like 50 or 60. That's pretty much where I'm guessing as an estimate. But yeah, and I said this too. Like another team that's pretty much catching up the Storm or the Aces is the Seattle Storm. Now they're already game out at first in the Western Conference, so lost with an Ace. Okay, so for the first half, or during the first half, you had the Dream with 52 points, 21 to 38 from the floor, 8 of 11 from 3, 21 rebounds and 15 assists. But Howard has 19 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. The Aces. All right, so, well, of course, you can't even get the goddamn graphic on the screen, but it's what it is. So Aces have no timeouts. All right.
Aces in their locker room.
So Wheeler, like I said, or Howard, pretty much the leading scorer with 19. Pretty much got Jackie Young and Kelsey Plum, pretty much the only, and Williams, the leading scorers for this Aces team with 8 points apiece. But yeah, and for those who are asking for me to show it live, I can't. because of copyright reasons. Because, like I said, it's copyright. Hey, look, it's like I said, as a content. If you're going to try to be like a content creator, yeah, it's just nope. But yeah, so it's been, like I said, it's been abysmal for the Aces so far up to here in the first half. But Becky Hammond can't find a way to, or well, not say can't, but can somehow tear these ladies a new one, which she has done. And there are times I've seen the Aces come back and beat teams when they're down. Well, and especially the Lynx is a perfect example. And I said this too. Becky doesn't tear these ladies a new one. I mean, and this at the time when obviously the Fever is still the worst team, but you still had the Fever and the Lynx, probably one of the two worst teams in the WNBA when I first called that game. Well, for the Aces, anyways. And yeah, I mean, they beat the Lynx with no problem. Since me saying that, because a coach should find a way to tear the team a new one. Because if you're shooting like crap in the first half, you deserve to get your ass chewed out. Because trust me, as a guy. And I can say this too, as a baseball player, I've had my ass chewed out a couple of times. I mean, it's something that needs to happen in order to really get this team in order and actually play better at the same time. But huge shout out to the 21 total Fever still sticking here. We're getting ready to start the second half very soon with the Aces down 24. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Math has never been my strongest subject, so that's what it is. Appreciate everybody's been tuning in. I'm very surprised that people still bet on the WNBA, but then again, I'm not the kind of betting guy, but really kind of when I put it all together, but no. And this is, I'm sorry on the commercial break. I mean, I kind of talked about this before. I appreciate it. Tuning in, Steve. Appreciate it. It's so pretty much Hayes and Ryan Howard are pretty much the scoring leaders for this Atlanta Dream Team, which is really crazy because I know Ryan Howard was going to be a very good player in the WNBA, and from what I've seen in some of the games that I've watched off stream, so Kelsey Plum pretty much overtakes Becky Hammond for most 3-point field goals made in the season in franchise history with 82. So Becky Hammond has done it 4 times. In 2008, 2009, 2011, and 2012. But Kelsey Plum is really, like I said, Kelsey Plum, a lot of times some people sleep on her because, she may be like an undersized point guard, but she has a great skill set. I mean, and like I said, too, and another thing to add, too, is clean up the damn turnovers because 9 turnovers in the first half? That's like I said, that's unacceptable. But the interior defense has been good. Only in occasion times where it might collapse. NBA TV. I'm watching this on NBA TV because, like I said, and this is the problem with sometimes the WNBA. They'll televise it sometimes on Twitter, Facebook, sometimes on NBA TV or CBS Sports Network. So that's where I'm watching it as well. So that's to answer your question. So we're getting ready to start the third quarter. So we have a rabbit for a mascot for the Aces. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. You gotta at least have something else to represent the Las Vegas than a goddamn jackrabbit. Well, that's just my little nitpick sometimes. But yeah, so huge shout out to them. Yeah, if the Aces find a way to play better, clean up their defense, or play better defense, clean up the turnovers, make their shots, and stop trying to pull the trigger on the 3 too goddamn early, I think they definitely can pull back. If let's say this, if the Aces, still play did what they did in the first half, I think the Dream will run away with this game, especially now you have Ryan Howard with 19 points, and she's a lethal 3-point shooter, and perfect example. I mean, but actually, no, we're start here in the second half. Not that great. Now kicks it to place. Let's say Plum. It's great on the corner. Kicks it to Plum. Hamby sets the screen. Now Plum draws a double team. Kicks it to Jackie Young. Drives for 2, and down that goes for Jackie Young. So 52-38, under 10 minutes right now to start the third quarter. Well, we got Wheeler. Now kicks it up to, looks like, what's that, Vaughn in the corner? Or is that Vaughn? That's like Hayes gets trapped. Howard from the outside kicks up to, gets the ball back with Hamby on top of her. Howard for 3. That's too short, but rebound goes to Jackie Young. And that's what I'm saying. Got really locked on tight. 2 for 2, but that's can't go. But rebound goes to Howard. Or sorry, yeah, it goes to Howard. Now we got the Dream coming up. Now kicks it to Wheeler. And Howard looks like trying to go. That shot can't fall, but Hamby goes for the rebound. We got Jackie Young now leading the Aces up to the half court. Hands up to Hamby. Kicks it to Gray. Kicks it to Wilson. Thought about a 3, but pulls up for 2 instead. And down that goes for Asia Wilson. So now it's down to a 12-point game. So about just over 8.5 to go here in this third. So we got Wheeler. And, nice steal by Asia Wilson. And she gets bumped on the way. Okay. See, that's what I'm – and kind of go back to what I was saying about the perimeter defense, especially with Ryan Howard, because you cannot leave her wide open because if you looked at the first half, pretty much cooked them from the outside from 3. It looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Okay. Shout out to 30 total viewers in this stream, though. Greatly appreciate that. All right, so we got a timeout apparently on the floor. Yeah. Okay. So like I was saying, kind of going back to my original thought, when especially kind of about talking about the perimeter defense, with what Hamby and Asia, well, mostly Asia Wilson, and Asia Wilson has been pretty good defensively, and the fact that she got in, or actually, and obviously, Hamby kind of helped out and kind of really put some pressure in the face of Howard and when Howard pulled up for 3, and completely missed, because that's something that I think Becky and her coaches need to preach. It's like, cannot turn the ball up. You got to stop. 12.5. I mean, right now you're, oof, damn. That's crazy. But he shot a 35 though. Yeah, it's like I said, limit the turnovers, try to limit the fouls as much as you can, and also play better defense on the perimeter and make sure you tighten up that interior defense, especially underneath the basket anyways. But when it comes in the paint, I mean, that's pretty much where the Aces defense really kind of takes off. But yeah, I mean, defense, it's just like the perimeter defense, like I said, and I'll kind of go back to referencing the first half. Ryan Howard's pretty much was getting her shots or 3-point shots off, consistently, taking advantage of obviously, the missed shots by the Aces and also the poor perimeter defense, not paying attention to Howard on the outside. And let's be real, like I said, Howard, I think she's the best front runner for the Rookie of the Year. And, that's here nor there, by the way. Yeah, it shows that the defense needs to toughen up or needs to straighten up. Because if you really can't do that, a lot of teams, most times than not, you have certain players that can cook you. And obviously Howard, and this can go back to the first meeting, even especially against the Mercury. The Mercury was beating down we're beating down the Dream in the similar situation. But Ryan Howard, on the other hand, pretty much took advantage of their poor just the mismatches, and cooked them for 6 of 11 from 3, and almost on a comeback win against the Mercury. All right, so we got coming out the timeout break here. So Hamby now inbounds it to Gray. And Gray kicks it to Plum for 3. That's too strong. But rebound goes to Jackie Young. And gets to the Plum. Drives inside. Underhand layup. That's good for 2. Now it's down to 10. With just over 8 minutes to go here. So we've got Wheeler. Now with Hellman trying to come around on the outside. Looks like Howard. Now Wheeler kicks it to Parker, and that's poked away by Asia Wilson, and still Atlanta basketball with 7:49 to go here in the third. Like I said, if the Aces continue to play smart defense, clean up the turnovers, and make better shots, I think they can definitely come back and beat the Atlanta Dream. We got 7:49. We got 5 seconds on the shot clock. So we got to inbound to Howard. Now hands off to Hayes. Now Hayes and gets blocked. And that's going to be that's good for two. Apparently got the shot off. And Plump kicks it to Jackie Young. Nice crossover. Plum now kicks it, that's great. Kicks it to Plum. Now gets it to Wilson. Now gets it to Young. She pulls up for three. That's in and out, but rebound goes to Howard. And now taking up for the Atlanta Dream here with about 7:20 to go. And Howard can't find an open teammate. Now hands off to Vaughn. Vaughn drives. Now looks like she kicks out to Wheeler on the outside. And we got a foul on the floor and 2 free throws coming for Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. You gotta stop, try to pull up for shots. If the shot's not there, but just can't. Yeah, managed to get the shot off when the shot before the shot clock expired. But the first free throw is good by Atlanta. So Hayes, and both free throws are good by Hayes. I was back to a 14-point lead. Or 16, I should say. Kicks it to Wilson. Wilson drives and gets her own. And going to the line to complete the 3-point play. Okay. And that free throw is good. So now it's down to a 11-point lead. So now I got Howard. Now locked on my Plum. Now kicks it to Hayes. Now kicks it back to Howard. That's Parker. Howard with the ball in her hands. Locked on and pulls up for that. And that shot can't fall, but rebound goes to Las Vegas. And Chelsea Gray now leading the charge. Now sprints down to. Now kicks it to Plum. Now kicks it out to Jackie Young. Wide open three. Down that goes for Jackie Young. Now it's down to an 8-point game here in the third. So you got Hillman. Locked on by tight defense by Chelsea Gray. And a triple team. And Howard gets that shot off. So now it's down to 10. And Wilson drives through the paint. And that's good for two. Apparently, we're going. So we're getting a technical foul, apparently. That's what they're called. Apparently they're getting. Ooh, okay. And Gray makes the first technical free throw. Now it's down to a 7-point game. With under 6 to go here in the third. And going to be. Okay.
It's a big turnaround.
And that's good. So now it's a 6-point game. So now we got McDonald now taking it up for the Dream. Or so that's Wheeler. And so to Tiffany Hayes. Now it gets to Howard. Now kicks it to Parker. Parker drives. Spins. And we got a foul against Las Vegas. So Hamby looks like she might gets called for the foul against Atlanta. Also, that was Jackie Young. My apologies, because like she just came right down instead of just kind of. And the first free throw is no good by Hillman. And the second free throw is good. So 1 of 2 goes Hillman. So now we got Chelsea Gray not taking it up. Looks like Hayes right on the outside, locked on Gray. And kicks it to Wilson. Wide open 3. That's can't fall. A rebound goes to Ryan Howard. And we've got Hayes for 3. Down. That can't fall. A rebound goes to Atlanta. But Wheeler on the outside, locked up by Wilson, kicks it to Howard. And Howard loses, and that's a turnover by Atlanta. And here come the Aces. And Young. It looks like we got a foul on the floor. Apparently no foul. Huh. So Asia Wilson gets caught for a first personal foul. Okay, that's so now we got Hayes kicks it to Howard, and Howard tries to get a screen. Now draws the attention from De'Erica Hamby, and another turnover by Atlanta. And Chelsea Gray now leads the charge with Asia Wilson right behind her. Gray drives, go to the basket. That can't fall, but rebound goes. Looks like rebound is pulled down by Atlanta. Wheeler gets it to Parker. Hayes for 3. Down it goes. So now Hamby. And a turnover by Las Vegas. I gotta fix the game clock here. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Shout out to 44 though. So Hillman now hands it to Howard. Howard locked on by Plaisance, kicks it to Hayes. And that's good for 2. Of course, the underneath the basket defense has not, like I said, has not been there. So for the last couple of possessions, so we got Plum now hands it to Young. Young for 2. That can't fall, but rebound goes to Atlanta. Looks like Hayes now sprinting up court. Now hands up to Wheeler. Wheeler thought about a 3. Howard in the post, and that's taken away by like Jackie Young. Kelsey Plum may get stripped from behind, but she gets going to the line to shoot 2. But 50 to win 40. I mean, like I said, I'm not the kind of betting guy, and math is not my strong suit, so. And the verticals, the speed. Like Kelsey Plum really kind of catches some defense off guard. So 10 points, 5 assists for Plum. First free throw is no good. Of course, I keep saying, can't make the free throws, you're not gonna win games. And that's 1 of 2 for Kelsey Plum. Now down to a 9-point lead. So I got Howard. Now locked on, looks like now hands up to McDonald. Jack Young right on McDonald. And it looks like Williams now on Durr. Parker sets the screen. Durr tries to shake the defense, but that can't fall. The rebound goes to Asia Wilson. Hey, not a problem, Snacks XRP. Not a problem. And we got Wilson. Now hands off to Williams. Williams kicks out to Wilson. Wilson now taking on Parker. And can't get and cannot gets her own rebound. But that goes to Howard. Now locked up by Plum. Now hands off to McDonald. Now Plum switches on her. Durr for three. Down it goes for Durr. Looks like we got Plum. Now gets to Williams. Now hands it back to Plum. About 2:20 to go here in the third. Plum drives, splits a couple defenders, and draws the contact. Going to line to shoot two. Shout out to the 45 total viewers, though. Nice, showing a nice assist by Hillman. And the first free throw from Plum cannot get that to fall. Ugh. We got two. Oh, actually, they get that. Oh, okay. Now game clock is synced. So first free throw is no good on this drive, and 1 and 2 once again goes Kelsey Plum, and we got Howard now taking it up for Atlanta, and with looks like Wilson. No, that's Young on her, and we got Vaughn. Say Vaughn hands it to Parker. Parker kicks to McDonald. She pulls up for a quick three. Down that goes. Poor. That is crazy. So we got Plaisance. Now kicks out to Plum. Now draws a double team. Plum sprints up to the cup and good for two. Shout out to 51 though coming in though. Got about a minute 35 to go here in the third. Down to a 16-point game between the Aces and the Dream. And I got Howard. Now draws the attention to her from Raquana Williams. Now gets it to us and we got a foul on the floor. And that's gonna be looks like it's gonna be on Kelsey Plum. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in tonight. And what we got Chelsea Gray now coming back onto the floor. So Plum will sit on the bench. And Parker now kicks out to Durr. Wide open three. Once again, that's too strong. And they're just going to let that bounce out of bounds. And that's going to be Aces basketball. Now I got to fix the game ball. Once again. There we go. So now we got Chelsea Gray. Or sorry, that's Jackie Young now taking it up. Young. Step it for two, long two, but I can't fall. A rebound goes to Durr, and looks like who the hell was Rupert or Stokes might have almost turned it over. And that shot can't fall, but Stokes, and that's Aces basketball. Okay. Shout out to the 45 though. All right, so we got Chelsea Gray. Now hands it off to Young. Now gets it back to Gray for two. Chelsea Gray can't hit it. Or Howard comes up with a rebound. Well, 35 seconds to go here in the third. And now it's a 14-point lead. I disagree with that for sure. A Young tight defense on Howard. Now it looks like Parker kicks it out for two, and that's no good. And that's going to be Aces basketball.
It's going to go the other way. So chance for the Aces with 10.5 left here in the third to cut into the 14-point Atlanta lead.
So we got Gray. About 8 seconds to go here. Gray drives, kicks it out, Plaisance for three. That's in and out, but a rebound goes to Ryan Howard, and that's the end of the third. with the Aces down 14 going into the fourth.
The Aces come out, they came out
Hmm.
charging, especially on the
I still don't think, and the fact that people are saying that the NBA is rigged, or the WNBA is rigged, I don't think that's the case. I just feel like the Aces are not on the same game plan as they were, against the New York Liberty or the Connecticut Sun. It's just like for some reason these teams that are sub 500, the Aces for some reason seem to struggle. Not and like I said. Okay. But I do appreciate a lot of people coming in, though. No matter if you're an Aces fan like myself or Atlanta or the early Atlanta Dream, I welcome everybody. They have, yeah. I mean, let's be real. They should be making the shots that they are known to make. And for those who have not seen when they played the Liberty, they were hitting their shots consistently. This is not the case. I mean. Even like I said, and kind of referencing back to against the Minnesota Lynx, at the time they were one of the worst teams in the WNBA, and the Aces. See, that's for me. Like I never bet on games. I just never seen the thing behind it, but maybe that's just me. Shout out to the 40 total viewers. Right now we're in the commercial break going into the fourth quarter with the Dream of 14. Let's see. I gotta see what other. Like I said, I mean but the Aces got another game. See, I never sleep on the Dream though. I would never do that. The fact that you got a great Rookie of the Year candidate and Ryan Howard, probably one of the good 3-point shooters I've seen. No, it's just like perfect example. I even made this comparison. Well, not say comparison, but kind of called when she went 6 of 11 from 3. Tried to come back and beat the Phoenix Mercury, almost like Curry-esque, because she has a great 3-point shot. Like I'm not taking away from that from Ryan Howard. It's just like she's really paying for the Aces mistakes, not hitting their shots consistently. That's just my. But I should look. I'm not saying. I think some of these sub 500 teams really know how to really pose a bit of a kind of a thorn in some of these good teams in the sides, even to the Aces. I mean, the only good team I think the Aces really put up, or the Aces kind of struggled in, not just sub 500 teams. We saw them against the Washington Mystics. They took that team into overtime against the Mystics, and unfortunately they completely collapsed against the Chicago Sky. But yeah, we're getting to the last quarter here with a 14-point lead still in favor of the Atlanta Dream. But I will say that I think Tanisha Wright's got something going for the Ace, or not the Aces, but the Dream. My Jesus, my brain's been over the place. The Tuesday the 26th Prime Video for those. And let's say Hayes for 3. That's good for 3. So 12 threes by the Dream entirely, but over 9.5 to go. Now Raquana Williams now draws the attention to McDonald. She pulls up for 2. That can't fall, but rebound goes to Vaughn, or like say McDonald. One of the two, because now we got Hayes. Now locked up by Williams. Now hands it up to Vaughn to the outside. So McDonald comes around Plaisance. Durr drives, kicks it out for 3 from Tiffany Hayes. Down it goes once again. Now it's a 20-point lead for the Dream with just under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth. So that's 3 number 13 for the Dream. Plaisance wide open 3 of her own to answer back, but that can't fall. But McDonald comes down with the rebound with 8:46 to go here. So we got Plaisance on the top of the perimeter against Hayes. Hayes now drives against Plaisance. Who the hell is? I'll say Hamby, and gets a piece of it, and Durr for a wide open 3 that can't fall, but Hamby comes up with the rebound, Now we got Raquan Williams now taking it up for the Aces. Now hands up to Gray. Now Gray gets the screen set by Hamby. She drives, kicks it out, plays on for three. That's and it can't get that to fall. So we got Tiffany Hayes on the perimeter, locked on by Hamby. Now gets the screen set by Vaughn. What was that? McDonald can't get a shot off. Gets it. Was that Vaughn for two? That can't get the fall, but that goes to Chelsea Gray. Gray drives to the basket, kicks it out to Hamby. Wide open three. That can't fall. These wide open shots, you gotta learn how to make them. Well, I got Hayes now taking it, now sprinting through the open and going to the line to complete the 3-point play. Goddamn, why is this goddamn clock not staying in place? Oh, damn. All right. Ah, damn. He's out of the 44 though, so right. Hayes has been in the league for 10 seasons. That's crazy. I thought it was a lot shorter. Let's keep it real here. So we got Gray. Now gets a screen set by Wilson. For two from the free throw line down, that goes for Chelsea Gray, but that's still it's not helping the case here for the Aces. So Howard hands up to Hillman, kind of puts the brakes, and Gray comes up with the steal. Gray with the Euro step layup. Hey, that can't fall. And looks like the Aces had a foul to give, so that'll be the first on a.
Chelsea Gray had a little conversation with the official.
Mm.
I think it would get the call with the contact as she drove to the basket. Last few games, Gray dropped 21 points. In this one,
All right, so it looks like we got Tiffany Hayes. Now kicks out to Howard. Now to a wide open McDonald, and she's going to line for two. So McDonald going to line for 2 free throws for the Atlanta Dream. So it looks like I think Plum might have gotten hit with the foul. But the first free throw is no good by McDonald. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. So he shot out the 40 total viewers. So we got Christy Wallace coming in. And 1 of 2 goes McDonald. And here we go. We got Gray. Sprints by Wallace. Can't find an open shot. Turns. Spins and can't get that to fall, but rebound goes to Vaughn. And it looks like we got Howard now taking it up for Atlanta. Hands off to Wallace. Wallace pulls up for 2, and that can't fall, but Aisha Wilson comes down with a rebound. And we got looks like Young now hands it up to Wilson. Now hands up to Williams. Williams drives, kicks it out to Gray underneath the basket. Puts up for 2, and down it goes. Now it's down to a 20-point lead. Still not going to. It's not helping the case of the Aces. Well, we got McDonald now gets to Howard, locked on by what's that? Asia? No, that's Jackie Young. Now kicks it to Wallace. Now Hellman in the post, and nice. And that's Aces basketball. Damn, what is going on with the computer today?
We'll take the timeout. 14-point Atlanta lead with 5:47 remaining.
All right, so we got a timeout on the floor with 5:47 to go here in the fourth. There we go. Of course, now we keep the game clock synced, but appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Absolutely. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, it seems that, because right now, I mean, like I said, the only team that's catching up to it, the Aces in the Western Conference, and that's the Seattle Storm. Now, actually, now that brings me up an idea of, damn. Yeah. See what the Seattle Storm schedule is looking like. And they got the Chicago Sky tomorrow at noon. And then Sunday the 24th, the Storm will be taking on the Dream. And they got the Storm taking on the Mercury. Put the 37 though, so sticking with under 172.5. I mean, right now, let's see where we at. I mean, right now, combined, you're at 140 points combined between the two teams. But I mean, look, as the Aces just for some reason cannot do the right things against sub 500 teams. Now, I will say, like I said, the Dream, they have a lot of potential to be great in the WNBA. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like what Tiffany Hayes brings, even though she has the most unorthodox shooting style that I've ever seen as a basketball player. I mean, you got rookie of the let's keep it real here. I would say I think the rookie of the year winner and Ryan Howard, probably a great 3-point shooter, and you got a couple of great bench pieces. I think this team could be great going down the road. I mean, I'll say that. So Howard has 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 2 steals so far in this game tonight against the Aces.
They kept her fairly quiet this second half, but so many others. Tiffany Hayes in particular, she's got 28.
And we got Gray. Looks like I've got a foul on the floor, apparently. Why the game stopped? I mean, it was on commercial break for a little bit. Kuya. Looks like Plaisance is going to just sit on the bench for a little bit. Got 5:36 to go here in the fourth. All right, got Plum. I guess switch a couple defenders. Kicks out to Young for 3. Down that goes for Jackie Young. Like I said, still not helping the case of the Aces. So under 5.5 to go. Hillman with Raquan Williams on top of her. With Wallace to Howard in the paint and can't get that shot to fall, but rebound goes to Chelsea Gray. 5:10 to go here. Plum can't go. Get that shot to fall. And let's say McDonald's kind of pulls up a little bit, try to slow down the pace. Now try to direct traffic here. Gets the screen set by Howard. Kicks it to Ryan Howard. To Hillman in the post, and we got a foul, and that's going the other way to Las Vegas. So Las Vegas. So turnover, Atlanta. So now I got Plum here. Now drives to the basket and going. Oh, and that's going to knock out of bounds. So Aces basketball here. So Tiffany Hayes and Wheeler has now come back onto the floor for the Dream. Oh yeah, so Dream has got to play the Sparks and Seattle. And Plum for 3 gets the friendly bounce, and that's good. It's about over 4.5 to go here in the fourth. That's 17 points for Plum. So we got Wheeler now gets to Howard. And nice interception pass by Chelsea Gray. Now we got a 3-on-4 fast break. Nice bounce pass to Chelsea Gray. Wide open 3 once again. That's short, but rebound goes to Asia Wilson. Wilson spins, puts up for 2, and gets the shot to go. So about 4:10 to go here in the fourth. Now it's down to a 12-point lead. And we got a timeout by Atlanta. So we got 4:04 to go here in the fourth. To go. Oh, wrong number. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we're going to commercial break. But huge shout out to the 49 total viewers that's here in the stream. Greatly appreciate wherever you may be coming from. Yeah, but yeah. So 80 to 68. Still in favor of the Dream. And like they said, I mean, Dream's got to play Seattle and Los Angeles. And Los Angeles is not much of a slouch either, but they gave kind of my Aces a bit of a hard time the last time the Aces matched up with the Sparks. But they're pretty much right now up to, the Aces are looking to try to take the season series away from the Sparks. Now going into that's on Saturday the 23rd. Also, we still got to so the Aces still have to play the Fever on Thursday the 21st. Jesus Christ. Absolutely. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if the defense by Atlanta pretty much would snuff that out against the Aces. But we'll see. Right now, for those who are just tuning in, we're on a commercial break at 4:04 to go here. Kelsey Plum with 17 points, made her third three. Asia Wilson kind of pretty much, I think, beat a couple of the players. I think she might have been beat a couple out on the offensive rebound that put it back for two, and strips it down to 12. But still, I mean, like I said, some of these points are really it's not helping the case for the Aces. That's kind of the fact of it. Like, yeah, I know it's kind of frustrating to see a team, but then again, this game, like, I know this is going to probably be I feel like the most ugly game that I've called for the Aces is their 25-point collapse against the defending champs, the Chicago Sky. Because, I mean, look, the Chicago Sky, you don't want to take them lightly either because, I mean, you got Candace Parker, I mean, shit, and a few others. I can't remember the name off the top of my head because, man, it was just so ugly by the Aces to complete a 25-point meltdown against a team like a good Chicago Sky team that's led by Candace Parker and a few others. All right, so we're back from the commercial break here. And for those who are kind of new, I mute my TV for commercials because here on the Spotlight Sports streams and the Spotlight Sports Network, we had a couple of streams got flagged for got copyright claim because of the guy did commercials. So that's what we do. So obviously Indiana, we'll be live again for that game against Las Vegas as well. Basically both 10 o'clock games on the East because obviously they're. And we'll see what happens go from there. So Howard now kicks out to Hayes. It's a screen set by Parker. Hayes for three, and that's good for three. So Hayes comes back in and makes a three on her return to the floor. So Jackie Young hands up to Wilson from a long two, but that's good. Like I said, not helping the case of the Aces in this game at the moment. So it's about 3.5 to go here. So Wheeler hands up to Howard. Now Howard gets to Hayes. Hayes gets the screen set by Parker. Now it looks like Asia Wilson on the outside. Yeah. And we got a turnover by Atlanta. Looks like Kelsey Plum got a hand on it. Kelsey Plum kicks out to Jackie Young in the corner. Gets to Wilson in the post. Guarded by Howard. And going to line to shoot. Complete the three-point play. So just like Parker looks like gets called for the foul on Asia Wilson. And I will say to the fact that Hayes has the most unorthodox shooting style that I've ever seen. Well, that free throw is good. Oh, so apparently, okay, so it's not a 3-point play apparently. I guess I was wrong. All right, now I got to fix the damn game clock once again. Boop, boop. And the first free throw, and here comes the second, and both are good by Asia Wilson. But like I said, not helping the case here. With just about 3 minutes to go, coming in the fourth. Now Howard, now locked on by Gray. Now hands up to Tiffany Hayes. And Hayes goes through a high screen and gets fouled from behind. Or no, sorry, that's a traveling violation against. Like I said, poor perimeter defense. just can, and sloppy turnovers, just sloppy defense, just sloppy turnovers. So about 2:49 to go here. Wilson hands up to Plum. Plum hands it to Jackie to Raquana Williams. Williams step back three. That's too strong. Young with the rebound and puts up for two. And that's good from Jackie Young. So 83-74, about 2.5 to go. Wheeler hands it to Hillman. Hillman gets to Hayes. Looks like Plum's now locked on to Hayes on the outside. Also, don't forget, too, I mean, Howard's also cooking up for a three once again from Ryan Howard, and down that goes. So Raquana Williams kicks it out to Plum. Kicks out to Wilson from the free throw line for two. Down that goes from Asia Wilson. Now it's a 10-point game with under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. And we got a timeout on the floor. God damn.
10-point game.
Now, of course, I keep constantly fixing the damn game clock.
At this point of the game, on Ryan Howard and Tiffany Hayes, you need to trap it or you need to cheat it and not allow the ball.
Got a minute 56 here. Howard's going to inbound it for the Dream here. And that's still Atlanta basketball with a minute 55 to go here in the fourth. And now we got, looks like Howard drives and can't get the shot off. And we got another foul. Now Howard on the line to shoot two on the foul on Chelsea Gray. So Howard for 2 free throws. And the first free throw is good by Howard. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Dream. But he's out of the 59 total viewers that's here in the stream. Greatly appreciate everybody coming in. And the second free throw is good. So both free throws are good. And we got a timeout on the floor. Shout out to the 61, though. Greatly appreciate it. Just like I said, poor perimeter defense. It just cannot take care of the basketball correctly. And that's what the Acers really was shown tonight. The last three and a half quarters, give or take. They're letting Tiffany Hayes kind of cook them from three. I mean, definitely letting Howard pretty much beat them on the outside, and also even on the inside. Shout out to the 64 though. So quick timeout. And like I said, and kind of meant for those who are just coming in, the Dream have 2 more games before they go back home. They got to play. They have to be on the road against Seattle and the what was the other? Oh, the Los Angeles Sparks. So we're gonna have to see how that goes for those, because the Sparks with Liz Cambage. I mean, Liz Cambage is pretty good. I mean, I still don't know why she left Las Vegas in the first place. So we got Gray now going to inbound it. Inbounds it to Jackie Young, and completely saves it from going out of bounds. And that's still Aces basketball with about a minute 45 to go here in the fourth. Not a good smart decision. And we got a timeout. So Aces take a timeout here, apparently. Damn. We got a minute. So about a minute. So now they actually put another second on the goddamn clock. Sheesh.
Team came with a game plan and a focus, and a lot of it started
A minute 46 here to go in the fourth. Shout out to the 61 total viewers here. I think the 62 actually. Shout out from the 26 people on the YouTube, my Philly Sports Podcast YouTube page and the Spotlight Sports streams. Really appreciate it as well.
Well, not having faced Tiffany Hayes before and really seeing how effective
the offensively. You know how quick he is, but she was still able to get what she wanted off the bounce. Then when you give her a step, she started knocking down the three. Tiffany Hayes is 4 of 5 from the three-point line. Yeah.
So Ryan Howard tonight, 24 points, 5 boards, 3 assists. And Tiffany Hayes, 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist for the Atlanta Dream. So that's pretty much their leading, those 2 leading scorers. And looks like, and Young turns it over, and here come the Atlanta Dream. Another poor decision making by the Aces. And Wheeler, the hands up to Howard, and we got a foul on the floor against Las Vegas. Seems like another foul out of frustration at this point. By the way, how this game's been pretty much going.
Substitution is going to check in for the Aces.
So it looks like Wheeler going to the line to shoot 2. They have. There's some games, like I said, like one of the ugliest losses I've seen was a 25-point meltdown against the Chicago Sky. And right now, at this point, they're definitely falling to 18-8. At this point, so we got Teresa Plaisance, and we got Kirsten Bell coming on for the floor for the Aces. And it looks like Plum and Jackie Young going to go to the bench, along with Chelsea Gray.
Tiffany Hayes and Ryan Howard, the addition of AD Asia Dur has added that scoring punch.
So let's say we got Shepard along on the floor as well. Kirsten Bell. We got Kia Stokes on there, but both free throws are good. Now it's down to a 14-point lead. And Lily Rupert sets the screen, kicks out to Kirsten Bell. What's that? Stoke. Slants kicks out to 51. Wide open 3. That's too short. And that's going to be Atlanta, still Las Vegas basketball. So Shepard, try to go with the offensive rebound. So Colson, okay, so we got Colson. Got a minute, of course. I got to fix the damn gate clock once again. Bastards. They do. They're 19-6. That's the reason why, you don't take. And obviously, I think not to say one of the worst losses, but I would say that one of the, not say embarrassing, but kind of like a tough loss that the Aces have taken from what I've seen is probably the overtime loss against the Washington Mystics. And overall, that was a good game by both teams. Looks like Colson tried to put up a 3. Now they're showing like the replay. And there's a, let's.
So they are reviewing.
So it looks like they're reviewing the last play.
It's really hard to tell. I'm with you. I think the right either hand or forearm of Kia Vaughn caught it last. Our officials tonight: Tim Green, Matt Galileo, and Tony Patillo.
Okay, so yeah, still Aces basketball with about 1:16 to go here. Upgrade top. Yeah. Been tough, though. And we got, looks like Rupert now kicks it out to Colson. And off the hands of Shepard, and that's the turnover by the Aces. Well, no shit ends in that. And that's good for 2. Of course, he let McDonald just get the easy 2. Way out, it's Rupert now hands off to Shepard. Kicks it to Rupert for 3. That's off. The rebound goes to Atlanta. So we got 46 seconds to go here. Looks like McDonald's trying to write some clock off, but we got 14 seconds on the shot clock here. And McDonald locked up by Shepard and kicks it out to Hillman. Kicks out to Vaughn. She pulls up for a wide open 3. That completely misses everything. And we got, looks like Shepard gives to Kirsten Bell. She pulls up for 3. That's short. So it's about 16 seconds to go here. Well, that's up to you, man. Like I said, I don't do the bet. I don't do the over-under stuff. I think if I had my buddy Jake the Snake Silva on, he'll probably would tell you, because he's pretty much the betting guru of the Spotlight Sports Network when it comes to that. Well, so the dream come out, and that's to be the 8. So now the Aces now fall to 18-8 at this point. Yeah, so right now the Aces fall 18-8, and obviously the Dream moved to 12-14 of the Eastern Conference. Like I said, I mean, the Aces now hold a half-game lead over the Seattle Storm, who still got to play the. Actually, that's actually still got to play the. I know they got to play the Dream. They also got the Mercury, which Hey, what's good, Max? Appreciate you tuning in as well. Huge shout out to 6 total people that's in here. Like I said, that will do it. The Aces, like I said, fall to 18-8. I think during the practice day, if I'm Becky Hammond, like, I got to push these ladies to their past their limits, because this was embarrassing, to say the least, that the Aces couldn't. 168.5. Actually, combined. Let's see again. Yeah, I mean, you're just at even at 168. So obviously the Storm. Okay, so overall the Storm is 2 games back of the best record, and with this that still belongs to the Chicago Sky, but still the worst teams in the WNBA. At 5-22. I mean, then you got, well, that's for the playoffs, but the only ones on the right now on the bubble, you got the Phoenix Mercury, who are 11-16. You got the Minnesota Lynx are 10 games back. They're 10-17. Yeah, I mean, the Ace, if Becky Hammond's got to find a way to get these ladies going against. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I mean, Becky Hammond's really had to get these ladies going, because they have to take on the 5-22 Indiana Fever on Thursday, the 21st at 10 o'clock on their home floor. So they got a couple home games. They have like a 3-game homestand from according to their schedule. And you know, that's I don't know. Like, that's, you know, as obviously Aces dropped this one 92-76. Just poor defense altogether. Just sloppy play altogether as a team. Like, that's really ridiculous. But I really hope Becky Hammond's got to realize too, like, because I mean, you still have Seattle Storm already up on their ass by half a game in the Western Conference. We'll see. But that's not me, because for me, like I said, I'm not the betting kind of type of guy. But other way, but you know, whether you bet on other sports or not, if stuff doesn't go the way, I mean, look, that's not my thing. But my buddy Jake the Snake Silva, like, he'll kind of tell you, like, you know, the over under all that stuff, and he'll kind of give you more of an insight than other people that I've known. But other than that, I mean, like I said, Becky Hammond's got to find a way to get these ladies going to the next team on Thursday night, against this 5-22 Fever, and then Saturday night they also got to play against the Sparks, who are, let's be real, an above average team, but they still got a decent and good player in Liz Cambage. I mean, the Okumage sisters. I mean, Brittany Sykes has pretty much been good for them. But other than that, so that will do it for another edition. Obviously another edition of my Las Vegas Aces play-by-play against the Atlanta Dream. Like I said, not one of the greatest games that the Aces have played. Like I said, it's not been the best. I mean, it can't be the worst, but like I said, the worst that was ever pretty much played, and that was against the Chicago Sky. Despite the fact they outscored them in the first quarter and completely collapsed. From quarters 2 through 4 ever since then. And if I'm like Becky Hammond, really looking at, probably keeping in the back of my mind, that the Seattle Storm is pretty much catching up in the Western Conference. I mean, you got to figure out, to really put a better game plan together, especially going against let's be real, probably one of the most abysmal teams in the WNBA. Like I said, the 5-22 Indiana Fever. They got an above average Sparks on Saturday night. But other than that, going forward, I mean, I got obviously, you guys want to tune into my morning show. I got that on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Also, I got the Marlins and Rangers game at 1:10 first pitch on Thursday afternoon. You guys don't want to miss my play-by-plays when it comes to baseball. I've done those a lot as well, mostly non-Philly sports streams as of recent. But other than that, that will do it, like I said. But I appreciate it for those who were just tuning in. If you guys are new, smash the like button. Also, hit the subscribe when you guys are new. But with that out of the way, Aces dropped this one at home. It's 92-76. So with that being said, this is Trevor with the Philly Sports Talk Podcast. Appreciate everybody that was tuning in. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next Aces game.